We're recording. Okay.
Do you have an intro you want to do, and then we can start talking about this? Because it's your channel.
So,
Sorry to cut you off. I was just going to say, maybe you could talk about how we were having breakfast and started talking about started singing Mulan, and now it got us on the talk of what is the best Disney movie.
we were sitting there at breakfast and we were singing Mulan, and it got us to start talking about Disney movies.
Yeah.
And, can I say your name?
Call me Joan.
So Joan over here brought up that Mulan is the best movie of the animated Disney movies. And it was hard for me to disagree with that. Like, I was having a hard time finding one that was better than Mulan. So then we got to thinking, maybe we should try to rank or make a tier list of animated Disney movies. And then
For Mulan to kick their asses.
she took it one step further and she was like, what if there's just like a whole bracket of them? And I was like, that's an amazing idea. Let's do that. So as you can see here on the screen, we've created a bracket I'm very, very proud of. And we grouped...
It's our favorite Disney movies.
That's right.
They're obviously subjective. Everybody has their favorite, even though it's wrong, because it's Mulan.
But we've chosen 32 of them, and the only qualifier it needs to be is that it has to be before 2010. Tangled is made and released in 2010, but that one counts still. So that's it. Everything is an animated Disney movie. Some of them are collabs with Pixar, but that's not the point. The point is that these are animated classics. These are bangers. So.
These are what we liked, or what we remembered. Some of them are his favorites, some of them are my favorites.
Full disclosure, I've seen all of these. The only one that I have never seen is Ichabod and Mr. Toad.
That one I loved as a kid.
Yeah, so I'm going to leave most of that up to her, but I've definitely seen Alice in Wonderland, which it's up against. Yeah.
We are going to watch these, and then we'll take notes, and then we'll come back, and we'll argue why the movie is, dog shit, or if it is good. Because some of these, I don't know, Pocahontas and Peter Pan, it's going to be hard to figure out which one is the bigger pile of shit, to be honest.
So one thing about the bracket is I did organize it somewhat in a clever way, I thought. At least I put it into sort of like 4 different bigger categories. The first category, top left, they're mostly just the most famous Disney movies and, very quintessential.
The Renaissance Disney.
Yeah, they're like the most famous from that era of like the 90s, basically. And there's not too much of a theme except that a lot of them have like a very strong main character, and then there's quite a bit of like love story happening in each of them in a way. The bottom left, they are a category of all of them have animals as the main characters, which is interesting because some of them are like love stories and some of them are just kind of like rescue and preservation stories.
Or family bonding.
Fair, yep. Top right is very similar to the top left. It's like some of the most famous Renaissance and like even a few 80s ones in there. Just classics, and they're kind of paired with movies that are similar. And then the bottom right I'm proud of. The bottom right is a lot of them are based in either underwater or they're based in another world. So that's the sort of category breakdown of the bracket here. It's just single elimination, and we're going to go through them in chunks. Today, I wanted to talk about the whole list in general, like what we chose here, and then kind of give our preliminary...
Our predictions.
Yeah, in this part, I want to give our preliminary predictions. So, as she said a minute ago, Mulan is like a very hot contender for the best animated Disney movie. And it's up against Tangled first, which I think it's a good pairing, but it's kind of almost a no-brainer.
I thought Tangled was fun. I have only seen it once. I've seen Mulan countless times. Like, I can't even tell you how many times I've seen Mulan. But I do remember liking Tangled. I don't think the music is going to compare even remotely. Like, come on. Mulan it is just so good. Like, the music is unforgettable. And that's why I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be the winner.
Yeah.
I'm also biased.
Yeah, I think looking at the whole area on the top right, like it's up against Tarzan, which is like really good. Like there are a few good songs in there.
Really great songs. Let's not underestimate the Tarzan soundtrack because Phil Collins put his whole pussy into it.
And then I have like a really soft spot for Monsters Inc. I think Monsters Inc. is like a breakthrough in animated movies. It really just went from, that was that era where it's like Cars and...
It was before Cars.
Yeah.
It was like...
It broke through, I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it kind of set the tone for like the new age of like early 2000s.
Yeah.
All of those like CGI movies after Monsters Inc., and around the Shrek time too.
Shrek was Paramount.
Yeah, it was DreamWorks.
DreamWorks.
It wasn't Disney. But I'm just saying it it set
that
such
era
a high bar
of computer animation. Yeah, I think
I think
Monsters Inc. is
region.
a great movie.
Yeah.
I mean Dan Goodman. Who's that?
I don't know who Dan
John Goodman is a phenomenal actor.
Gosh, I forgot that he's Sully.
The voice acting translates enough.
Who's Mike Wazowski?
Billy Crystal.
It's Billy Crystal, right?
Yeah.
Such a good
phenomenal.
Pairing. It's like they could be in a movie. I wonder if they've been in a movie together, but such a
they're
funny
both
pairing.
just such good actors. I'm not discrediting voice animation, but sometimes, it can be lazy because people can just rely on the animation to do a lot of the work, right? You just sit in a studio, and again, I love voice actors. I think they're fantastic. I think when you do have somebody that is a really good voice actor, it carries so much more weight, bottom line.
Speaking of John Goodman, is he Paka in Emperor's New Groove?
He is also in Emperor's New Groove.
Oh my gosh.
The only one that I think could come close to taking out Mulan. But Mulan is just...
Wow, that's a statement,
I love Emperor's New Groove. I think... what's his name? David Spade?
David Spade and
so underrated.
John Goodman are they're like an actual perfect pairing of acting / voice acting.
Yeah.
Because you have the kind of almost chaotic evil in David Spade.
Yes.
And then you have John Goodman, who's like literally like good.
Yeah.
He's like
neutral good.
Yeah, he's like completely like the most peaceful character possibly. They're like opposites.
Yeah.
It's such a perfect voice acting pairing.
The friendship story, the growth story that Kuzco goes through, the hilarious antagonist that Yzma and Kronk are, like Kronk going through and doing the whole fucking tiptoeing around and singing his own sneaking music. I mean, how many of us as kids didn't fucking recreate that? You know what I mean? That was me. That's still me.
Yeah.
The fact that he turns into a llama, I think I don't think there could have been a better animal for him to turn into.
Yeah.
It's such a memorable movie. It's so funny. One thing I'm not looking forward to is watching Peter Pan and Pocahontas.
I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, you want to keep going? Keep going.
I am just like, I remember it a little bit here and there. But what I do remember is a lot of bad shit. Also, Sleeping Beauty. Do I even need to say anything else? I just hate it.
To switch lanes a little bit, I'm very proud of my Atlantis versus Treasure Planet pairing.
Yeah.
I love those two movies so much, but they are so different. Even though they're both very, steampunk. They're both very kind of like sci-fi like, even though Atlantis is kind of just happening in the past in like whatever the 20s or 40s.
I haven't seen Treasure Planet. I am excited to watch it. Atlantis, I think it's easy to say that was a lot of our gay awakening, the mechanic in Atlantis. If you know, you know.
The mechanic. What about the Atlantean lady? She's beautiful too.
Oh, yeah. She was gorgeous.
She's like,
I'm just saying, the mechanic, the little Brooklyn mechanic, I'm like, hello.
Joan, I think it gets a lot of flack for being kind of like a pointless story that kind of doesn't teach you anything, but I still think as far as your imagination as a child, it stirs that, which is just great. I mean, a movie that stirs your imagination is great.
I think Atlantis is great because it shows that, Milo has pure intentions. We're already talking about it, and we're not even doing it yet.
We don't have to go deep. I think that Atlantis and Treasure Planet will be fun to talk about once she watches Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was like guffawed when I heard that she didn't watch it. So, okay. Then, the rest down there we can talk about later. I didn't have any much to predict. I think there's a lot of good ones in this bottom corner, but I want to save all the gems for later.
I will say what I'm not looking forward to is watching Fox and the Hound and Bambi back to back.
That's insane of a pairing, I think. They're both obviously
incredibly depressing.
Tearjerkers. They're literally supposed to make you cry. I mean, Disney, writers and illustrators were like, we gotta make these cuter. They're probably just sweating trying to make people cry.
Let's see how cute we can make this fucking animal. Then let's murder their mother or make them murder each other.
I think Fox and Hound is such an underrated movie. I think people love it, but that's like the small group of people.
It's an older movie.
Yeah.
So I understand people maybe not have seen it. A lot of these are like really good looking at people outside of your norm, outside of you and yourself in general, and seeing that you can have differences with people, even if you were taught that that's your enemy, that's who you're supposed to hunt in this case. It's beautiful messaging. I'm looking forward to crying at it.
Yeah, this whole area is going to be interesting. We've pitted all the animal movies against each other, and so it's evolution and one will survive. And then it's going to go up against the, top tier movies on the top left. So it'll be interesting.
I feel like Chicken Little is like really just like left field. It doesn't really feel like it fits anywhere in here.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
It's like, I guess you could almost put like Brother Bear against Pocahontas, but we'll see. I mean, who knows what'll happen.
I think we need to get Pocahontas and Peter Pan out real quick. So I think we're good.
Those are some questionable movies today for sure.
Yeah.
It's like, how did they really get Pocahontas to be finished? How did they greenlight that? It's such a strange movie to me.
Well, it was a much different time.
They're like justifying colonization?
There's
it's
literally
weird.
a song in there where they're saying savages, just screaming savages over and over.
I think they should have walked
Barely
up to
even human.
Pocahontas and been like, oh, this could be a fun tale because it's like a Native American princess, but then they should have just like really thought about it and be like, nah, we can't make that PC. There's no way we can make that right. There's no good part about that story.
Well, they didn't make it PC.
Yeah, that's true.
The thing with Disney is they take horrific stories and then they just try to make it as cute as they possibly can.
Before we get too ahead of ourselves and start talking about like all of the pairings and sectors, I want to do just some like big predictions across like the brackets and kind of get it down to maybe like the final two.
Sure.
Let's just do that. So, do you want to go first?
Of what my prediction will be?
Yeah, of like how it will go, and then we'll obviously,
I would like to put Mulan and Emperor's New Groove, although I think Hercules is a good runner-up. Atlantis, Monsters Inc., Tarzan. I even like The Jungle Book, but I would not put that up there as a contender. And so I'm going to say Mulan and Emperor's New Groove. And then from the other side, I will say I'll say Hunchback and The Rescuers. Because I always really liked The Rescuers. But I don't...
Fantastic
I think
movie.
my personal favorites are more on the other side.
Fair.
So, yeah.
I think those are really solid predictions. Those are, honestly, I don't know how, yeah. Well, okay, so mine, I think I'm also sticking to the Mulan narrative right now. And then the other one on this side, I'm also stuck between Emperor's New Groove and Hercules.
Yes,
The
Hercules is
soundtracks
fantastic.
just carry the movie for Hercules. It's so good and they're so big, like the numbers.
Destiny's Child.
Yeah, the intro song is like puts you on your ass immediately. So those two as well, I agree. I'm with that. I don't see how Monsters Inc. to me should be like an honorary, should have its own tier. It's so good in my opinion. Monsters Inc. just kind of like paved the way for CGI. But
For better or worse.
I will say still those two are story-wise better. And then on the left side, in my opinion, I'm actually more in the Aladdin side of things. I think the soundtrack, the villain, the whole Iago being like the Othello Shakespearean character, that to me hits so hard. I love Aladdin. The intro and the first like 3 scenes of Aladdin are so good, and then you have Robin Williams.
Yeah.
It's like, bro,
And who's
who has
the
done a
parrot?
better job as a voice actor than him in all of these? But anyway,
Who's the parrot?
the actor,
Yeah. Really annoying voice.
so good.
Yeah.
It'll come to me. It'll come to
I
me.
don't even know if I know his name, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't think of it. We'll look it up later when we do that section. And then the bottom, from the bottom, I have a very soft spot for either Fox and the Hound or Lady and Tramp. I like Lady and Tramp. And then 101 Dalmatians. You know what? Honestly, the bottom left, I'm gonna go with 101 Dalmatians. That's my prediction.
That is a good one.
I love all animated movies with dogs. I think they're just so well done. Like All Dogs Go to Heaven.
All Dogs Go to Heaven.
What?
That's what you pick? That movie is heart-wrenching.
It hit me in the heart. I liked it. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't.
It's so sad.
Yeah, but it's a good movie though.
There's also Old Yeller.
Oh, that's okay. So that's our bracket.
What are you most excited for?
A bunch actually, but I will say, I'm excited to watch Hunchback, because that movie is so good.
Yeah.
That movie is like
Anti-church
really
propaganda?
hits. It really hits. I think it's a very underrated one on this list.
I agree.
I don't understand why though, but it's
Can we
his
just
voice, his singing
talk
voice is
about
so good.
Esmeralda?
I mean, she's beautiful.
Come on.
I'm excited about that. What about you? What are you excited to be checking out?
I am excited for Treasure Planet. I'm excited to rewatch Ichabod and Mr. Toad because I love a good ghost story. And The Rescuers. I haven't seen that in so long. I am always excited for Emperor's New Groove and Mulan. I'm excited for a lot of them, but yeah, I would say Ichabod and Mr. Toad because I haven't seen it in so long, and Treasure Planet because I've never seen it. But I do remember the toys.
Robin Hood is what I was
Robin
talking about.
Hood. That is a classic tale, steal from the rich, hang with the poor, as Eazy-E said.
That's our list. That's our bracket. I know that you might be missing one of your favorites on this list. I'm sorry. It doesn't have every single Disney movie. There were like 80.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. And if there's enough comments saying that we missed your favorite movie, we'll do another bracket with the movies that we fucked up.
No, I say, this is our list. Suck it. And I think we did a great job with the bracket. So we'll be taking the bracket apart in chunks. We're not going to do like all of the round one in one video. We're going to break it up. So stay tuned. It's going to be really fun to talk about these. There's a lot of cinema and there's a lot of
Pure
farts.
cinema.
A lot of, dookie movies in here, but yeah, I'm excited.
Me too.
All right. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
We did that together.
Peace.
You want to hear a funny story about Atlantis?
Yes.
So it was VHS I had as a kid. I took it out of the case, out of the Atlantis case. You know, opened it up, put it in. It was porn.